The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
We don't need no stinking budget. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh, yeah! Come on to play!
And Leon's getting larger.
Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Woo, Chipotle Cloud! Hey guys, welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I am Tyler.
Tyler, man, how you been?
It's been rough.
It seems like it's never good with you whenever you come on. Why is that?
Because I got a rough life, man. Trying to clean up. Got a wedding Saturday.
I got a wedding Saturday. Hey, how about that?
Yeah.
Who's getting married?
My brother's getting married.
Your brother's getting married?
Yes.
Does he look like you, or?
No.
Oh, that's why. Guys, in case you don't know, this is a show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between. So, I'm sorry, buddy. You know I was joking. The first thing that comes up, speaking about things that look good but might not be that great, Blade Runner 2049 just came out with a new trailer.
Ooh.
And Tyler, I don't know if you've seen this trailer or not. That's not gibberish. That's backwards, so we don't get pulled down.
Oh.
Yeah. So you haven't seen this trailer.
I was going to wait to get up here to watch it.
Okay, so you're going to watch it backwards because we had to flip it. But basically, I'll give you an overview of what's in this trailer. This trailer looks beautiful. The cinematography by Roger Deakins, who did things like The Matrix. He did the new True Grit movie with the Coen brothers. Basically, any Coen brothers movie you see, like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? He's done so many great things. He's an amazing cinematographer. Some beautiful colors in this. Denis Villeneuve, from your favorite movie of last year, Arrival, the Coffee Circle movie.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's directing this, and Mr. Jared Leto's playing someone in this. And it seems like Jared Leto's in charge of making replicants now. And
he's the new Tyrell head.
Apparently he's the new Tyrell head. And I think that Ryan Gosling is going to play a guy named Agent K, not the one from Men in Black. He's playing a guy named Agent K, and he's tracking down Rick Deckard. And now he's teaming up with Rick Deckard to do something. So it seems really interesting, and Dave Bautista's in it. That was also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
They're going to go fight aliens.
They're going to go fight aliens? I don't know about that. I mean,
especially they're going to eventually cross over the series with the new Alien movies.
I hope not. I mean, if you look at these images back here, that shot right there with the water going down, it's nice. Only thing I got to complain about is Ryan Gosling has no expression. He's like Mila Djokovic in the Resident Evil movies, where you can't tell what scene he's in because he has that same facial expression. See?
Maybe he's
same facial expression. You can't see because your face is in the way.
Maybe he's a replicant in this.
Maybe so. They allude to it a little bit. They say, I always told you that you were special, and not like mental special.
Because you're from Canada.
Maybe so. I mean, that makes you special. But.
Okay, let me tell you something about this. But the same corporations are supposed to be in the new the Tyrell Corporation is supposed to be in the new Alien Covenant movie.
And see, I'm okay with that. Little nods to what Ridley Scott has done in the past.
Yeah, Ridley Scott stuff.
But I mean, this isn't Ridley Scott. He produced this, but Denis Villeneuve did this film.
He also helped write the script for it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure who was the main screenwriter for this. But
I'd say Ridley Scott.
No, I don't think Ridley Scott wrote this. He probably had a say in what went into it. But I think this one, I'm hoping it's going to have a really strong story. Denis Villeneuve is I see there they all are. There's Ridley Scott, Denis Villeneuve, Ryan Gosling, and the man himself, Harrison Ford.
I got a question for you. What is Ridley Scott's less successful brother's name?
Man, I don't know.
The one who did those really bad movies.
Enlighten me. I don't know what his name is.
I don't. That's why I asked you, man.
I don't know. I didn't know he had a less successful brother.
He's got a less successful brother.
I've got to pull it up. Hey, if you know who this is, please leave us a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. If you have any comments on anything we're talking about today, we would love to hear what you guys think about it.
And you want to talk about how great the first Blade Runner was?
Yeah.
into.
So you're a big fan of the first Blade Runner?
Yes.
So me, I'm gonna rewatch this tonight if I get the chance.
Watch the one where the director's cut.
Okay, so I've seen the director's cut and I've seen the theatrical cut. The director's cut put me to sleep the first time. This is the first one I watched. The cut's like 3 hours long. It's very slow. And not saying it's not good. It's a great film, but it's one I couldn't get into. The theatrical cut I got a little bit better, but the voiceover I wasn't really feeling.
You talking about with Harrison Ford voiceover?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch the director's cut.
So I heard the final cut is the one to watch, but
the final. Oh yeah, take it all back. Watch the final cut.
I watched the final cut tonight because I've seen directors and I've seen the theatrical. Director's cut's a little bit pandering with the the unicorn scene and stuff. It's just kind of that wasn't really my thing. Not to say it wasn't good. It's a great film, beautiful effects, and some of the effects in there took days to make. And the fact that they did that practically with optical things, and they have props from Star Wars in there. There's a Millennium Falcon's probably in the background somewhere in here, and they repurposed it as a building for Blade Runner. Yeah. Dead serious. And they had things from Cloud City and stuff. But these are mind-blowing effects, and granted, we see effects like this every single day with the wonders of CGI. But I would love to see. I heard there's a lot of practical sets in this new one, and I'm very excited for that.
It was the very first film that pretty much launched cyberpunk genre.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic story by Philip K. Dick, and I'm really excited to see it because Denis Villeneuve is such a strong director. And
do robots dream of electric sheep?
Oh yeah, that's the name of the movie.
That's
story,
the name of the story.
And I'm very excited to see what he does.
Androids dream of electric.
It's one of my most anticipated ones of the year.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's good.
So all Philip K. Dick stories and made to film are incredible.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Minority Report.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was a good one.
But yeah, I think this one's gonna be. I think this one's gonna be a winner. I hope it is because it's got a winning team behind it. Roger Deakins, Denis Villeneuve, Ryan Gosling. Just hope Ryan Gosling isn't one note. Like that's my one thing because he tends to be kind of stoic.
I want to be human. What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want? He's gonna look at his hands a lot. Dun, 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 dun. People that sing Only God Forgives knows what that is. But speaking about kind of things that we might not know what's going to happen next, or things that we might not want to see, Hellboy is being rebooted.
Just make a third one. Don't reboot it.
No, I mean, well, Hellboy 3 is dead, and the Hellboy reboot is very much alive. Oh, that was fail. Alive.
Yeah. Make a third one. Guillermo del Toro to make a third one and have Ron Perlman back.
Well, it seems as if David Harbour from he was in a brief moment of Suicide Squad, but he's mostly known for the TV show Stranger Things. Yeah. He played the cop in Stranger Things. This place previously held by Ron Perlman that you just saw a picture of. David Harbour is going to be taking over for him. So what do you think?
Make a third one. Just bring everybody back and make a third one.
It's not going to happen though. I mean, I would love to see a third Hellboy because it ended kind of with the girl saying she's going to have 2 kids with Hellboy and the Golden Army thing. I really enjoyed Golden Army. Mm-hmm. The first Hellboy is really good too. Guillermo del Toro really does a great job of trying to give him like a really fun, like a fun superhero movie, while also kind of giving those kind of elements of mysticalness and like kind of wonder.
And his designs are really good. I love his designs.
His production design is fantastic. Like a Sleepy Hollow. I mean, is that it? Sleepy Hollow? Did you see Sleepy Hollow?
No, that was Tim Burton.
Oh yeah, no, not Sleepy Hollow. What was the one he did? Pan's Labyrinth. I don't know.
Yes, Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth has some beautiful set design, and
it's just my Spanish was rusty.
Yeah, my Spanish is always rusty.
The Devil's Backbone.
The Devil's Backbone.
That was a good one. Devil's Backbone was amazing. Oh, it took the best Blade movie too.
The best. Oh yeah, Blade 2.
Blade 2.
He did Blade 2, and he's just such a strong visual storyteller, and Pacific Rim is so much fun to watch. And it's got some really cool, designs in it with the kaijus and just so much schlocky fun. Yeah. But I feel like if they redo this, it's going to be a lot like what we see every single day. It's going to be the pandering thing. It's like, Hellboy, you're special. Piano key, do. And he looks up and says, "What is my purpose?" And someone says, "To hell." It's from the director of something you didn't care about something you didn't also care about. David Harbour from that one thing you know him from. Am I supposed to be red? Am I supposed to have horns cut off of my head? And it shows like a silent thing of him screaming. Black screen. Then you see, Ron Perlman come up and he's like, "Who am I?" He's like, "I'm your daddy." Boom, 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 boom. Hellboy. And that's the trailer right there.
Hellboy, we need more money.
Yep, Hellboy. Oh, no, that's what the studio says. Like, we want to reboot Hellboy. It's like, well, Hellboy, come on, that was a bad joke. I got to give that one. That was Ron Buzzard. Hellboy.
Yeah, that was a bad joke. Well, next we talk about things that probably aren't going to happen is Gambit, and Doug Liman is Lyman. Lyman.
Doug Liman.
I don't know if you spelled this right or am I reading it wrong.
It's Doug Liman.
Doug Liman.
So for those that don't know, Doug Liman, the director of things like The Bourne Identity and Edge of Tomorrow, was set to direct a movie about Gambit.
It
fell through. It fell through, and
let me see how bad. How
I mean, look at him. He looks like a Doug Liman.
Now, let me tell you how bad this fell through. He left this production to go to the new Justice League movie.
He did. And
he left, and if he left to go do a Justice League movie, this thing is on some rocky foundation.
So the reasons he said it was, he said there were so many ideas, there were so many cooks in the kitchen in this one, and there were so many things getting thrown at him. He said, "This is not really my thing. I'm not feeling this anymore." And that's good. It's good. I'm very glad we have a director.
So he left Fox, go away to Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's probably not.
That's not the best.
He took a boat that's like that's doing that's pretty steady into a train that's like slowly going out of control. Ah!
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like that awesome Hellboy movie that we're gonna get. But, Doug Liman. Doug Liman. His sensibility. He's also directed a movie called Swingers.
I've seen Swingers. Is that one of Jon Favreau?
Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn. He's known for bringing unlikable characters into the limelight and kind of making us really, love to hate them or like really like them for some reason. And he also is really good at action. If you see Edge of Tomorrow, it's something really cool or something really clever. Something we haven't seen. It's a very underrated film.
Actually, that was a pretty good anime film.
Yeah.
That was really good.
It's not really about anime, is it?
It's an anime. It's a manga, and they made anime for it.
I did not know that.
It's called Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah, well, now that's the name of the movie now because Edge of Tomorrow sounds like a soap opera. Doug Liman. I think I would have really liked to see him direct a Gambit film.
I don't want to see a Gambit film.
I don't want to see a Gambit film, but we were going to get it. Doug Liman's a great director, and I would love to see it.
I just want to see him in X-Men. I really don't want a Gambit movie.
Yeah, well, guys, if you have any opinions on that, comment on Facebook, facebook.com/Studio67NCC. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this while we talk about this. But,
who should play Gambit? Because it should not be Channing.
I think Channing Tatum would do good on this.
No.
I mean, if you look at Doug Liman, he looks a lot like Gambit.
I cannot wait to hear him go out there and do like a horrible fake, like Cajun accent.
Like the Tokyo Drift guy?
Oh,
but that's a real accent, though.
Yeah, it's his real accent, but he was trying to speak Japanese. Oh, man.
Yeah, but I don't know too much about Gambit. I just know he was in a movie that we're going to talk about a little later. That is it probably ruined the fact if he's ever going to get a movie. But now this movie's in production hell, and I don't think it's ever going to get out. But do you think it's ever going to get made?
Probably not, because I think everybody's gonna keep dropping this. They'll probably get that because that Donner chick is just.
I think that maybe
everything together.
I think if we ever get a Doug Liman Gambit directed film, we're never gonna get that. But if we ever get a Gambit film, it's probably gonna be by some no-name director that's just gonna say yes to the studio, pretty much whatever they want.
Yeah. Most likely.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry. This is making me sneeze. But speaking about making me sneeze, and okay, that was a bad segue. I'm just full of bad ones today, man.
Yes, you are, man.
Yeah.
You're a big
speaking about bad ones. Speaking about bad ones, Warner Brothers is going to be making a Justice League dark film, and guess what? Mr. Doug Liman's going to direct that. It's been confirmed.
No.
Yeah. See, hey, that one wasn't too bad. That was a solid 6 out of 10. Just get Fast and Furious of comebacks. But, what were you gonna say? Don't just stare at me. Don't stare into my view.
I would not use Fast and Furious as a good.
Well, that's not the point. Let's talk about Doug Liman on
Doug Liman. Okay, Justice League Dark. I got the feeling is it like the Dark Heroes?
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be like Intrigon and? and let's see, Intrigon. That's all I can really think about.
Intrigon, I believe Constantine is in it.
Constantine, Intrigon, Man Thing. No,
Yeah,
Swamp Thing. Man Thing's Marvel. Swamp Thing is
the Swamp Thing's in this. So basically, it's kind of the outcasts. They're the Defenders, basically.
The Defenders
from
of creepiness.
from Marvel, and they're in the DC version.
Oh dang! They're really going to go ahead and push this out.
They're going to push this out.
Is this going to be animated?
No, I think this is going to be live action.
Oh no!
No.
No.
Doug Liman is a very talented director. I'm really excited.
The characters in that. Well, Constantine is great. Constantine from the TV show was incredible.
Yeah, I feel like who would you want to see play Constantine if they got another actor?
The guy from the TV show. That guy was
not gonna happen though.
That guy was dead on Constantine. He was British. He kind of liked Sting. He had a trench coat. He was a smoker, and he was not friendly.
That's good. I feel like he should have like a rougher, dirtier appearance. Like he should have stains on his shirt, or like like have wrinkled a little bit,
or have like the Billy Idol hair.
Yeah. I don't know too much about the Justice League Dark. I just know Doug Liman said he's very excited that had a little bit of horror elements into this. He wants to have Constantine come back to the big screen in a really nice way.
You know, Constantine was based off of Sting.
No.
It was based off of Sting.
Okay.
The Hellblazer. He's not even Constantine. He's the Hellblazer. He was based off of Sting.
He's the Hellblazer. Oh.
Yeah.
So what is his powers? I don't understand what Constantine powers is.
He's one of the world's greatest exorcist.
Okay. So
he's what's that show called with the Winchester brothers? Supernatural.
Yeah.
He does what they do.
Oh, cool.
They're
except he's not as hunky.
He's just really, really unfriendly.
Oh. Well, that's kind of the opposite of the Supernatural guys, but yeah, I'm very excited to see Doug Liman direct this. If you
I guess it could possibly. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, this is the guy that directed Bourne Identity.
Not the new one.
No, the new, like the first one that came out, the Bourne Identity.
The one I forgot about.
Yeah, he said that movie was focused on bringing back 70s paranoia. Now he wants to bring back kind of the late 70s, early 80s horror. So I'm really excited about that. If you have any opinions on any of these topics, please comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC.
And if you're listening, I'm sorry for calling you Doug Liman.
Yeah, Doug Liman.
Doug Liman.
Oh, well. Well, hopefully we'll just wring out some more quality products from him. But
I just got me a new name when I order pizza. Doug Liman.
Doug Liman.
Doug Liman.
Oh, guys, we're going to take a really quick commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to be talking about the best and worst comic book movies.
The best and works.
Best and works.
The best and works.
I can't speak today. We'll be right back.
All right.
You know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Hey sports fans, we'll remind you guys to tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. with Sports with Lou on WNIA Big Bang Radio. Sports with Lou, we'll be breaking down all professional sport events and all your local high school sport events going around the Tri-Area. Don't forget, tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. And if we go into overtime, everybody's a winner with Sports with Lou. 3:30 p.m. WNIA Big Bang Radio. Ready, set, hey!
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports. Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Look at that, Twiz. Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I am Tyler, and I'm trying to read these horribly spelled cards.
They're spelled correctly, shut up. So today, we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
But before that, we thought we might talk a little bit more about the genre in and of itself. So comes this week's segment. Comment Pavilion. Yeah, there we go. Yay. There you go. So, yeah,
just don't sue us, Boy George.
That's okay. He's too busy working at Best Buy right now.
But no, he's doing public service right now.
But yeah, just in case you don't know what this is, we're going to be talking about the best and worst comic book movies to our knowledge, and this is just a few. There's a lot more out there. There's a lot of really good ones, a lot of really bad ones.
And I don't have 3 hours to talk about this on this show. All right, so we're just gonna get down to the main stinkers. You know, the big steamy ones.
Yeah, but let's talk about the ones in the rubble. The ones in the rubble that rise to the top of the diamonds.
To lift you up so we can bring you down later.
I want you to take the first one.
I'll take The Dark Knight. I liked it.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Heath Ledger was amazing. And that's all I got to say on that.
Okay, good to know.
I loved it. The dark grittiness, the whole realistic portrayal of what Batman would be like if it was real. So good.
Okay. Yeah, I think what elevates that movie most off is Heath Ledger's performance of as the Joker.
Did you say Keith Ledger?
No, Heath Ledger.
Oh, you said Keith Ledger.
No, not Keith Ledger.
Yeah.
And Heath Moon.
Keith Ledger works down there at Pizza Hut, man.
Keith Ledger.
Keith Ledger.
Do you think he gets discounts for trying to say, "Oh yeah, I'm the Keith Ledger"?
Yeah.
And like he just says it real fast. I'm Keith Ledger.
You are dead. No, I'm still here, working at Best Buy. I'm working at Pizza Hut.
Working at a Pizza Hut.
Okay,
don't sue us.
His performance was like gritty. It was right on me. It was like to see a real psychopath.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just so nuanced in a way that I don't think any other kind of supervillain has ever been. It's perfect counterbalance to the Batman. Kind of gave him a great challenge. You also get great performances by Christian Bale, Gary Oldman, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Aaron Eckhart. You also get some fantastic direction.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, him too.
Yes.
And you also get a fantastic performance from, fantastic direction from Christopher Nolan, who really kind of, you could tell how much influence he's had on filmmakers now. But also this movie's kind of made every movie for the last, from 2008 on until Guardians of the Galaxy or something like that came along, until like everything had to be the Dark Knight. Everything had to be the Dark Knight. Everything had to be the Dark Knight. No matter what it was, Superman's got to be the Dark Knight. Doesn't work like that. It only works if you're, everyone in one of the Nolanizer films. It doesn't always work, but when it does, it's really cool.
Ooh, and if you end up with a fan force stick.
You end up with a fan force stick. That's the Christopher Nolanizing
of
Fantastic
we
Four.
did put that up there.
No, I picked 5 stinkers, but I mean, there's a lot of other ones. There's a lot to choose from.
It's got one of the lowest ratings on like Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes.
We'll talk about fan force stick later.
It's the lowest rated superhero film. They rated it worse than Batman and Robin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's not good. But let's go to another good one. It's one of my personal favorites.
Superman 2.
It's Spider-Man 2.
Oh, your favorite right's terrible.
It's clearly an I. But Spooperman. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. Sam Raimi really got a tone that I don't think any other superhero movie has ever really had since. Spider-Man 3 definitely blew it out of the water as far as like blew it out of the water like in a bad way, like atomic bomb, like it's never coming back.
See, and it's for me, Sam Raimi has never really done anything like that before he actually did Spider-Man, because Sam Raimi's known for his horror films.
Yeah, and I mean there's some horror elements in this when like Doc Ock is coming alive for the first time and like the tentacles are going there. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But the tone is especially why I love this. It's not really comic book, but it's not really real life. Mm-hmm. And J. Jonah Jameson, J.K. Simmons.
Perfect.
He is just so good at that role. I want Spider-Man! Like he nails that performance.
That's
every single time he comes on the screen, I love it.
I heard that's why the character's not in any of the other new Spider-Man films.
Why?
Because you can't replace perfection.
You can't replace it, and it's in there now. It'd be kind of weird, but I would still like to see it. I hope he's in the new one, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they could ever replace him. They replaced him with a text in Amazing Spider-Man 2, or Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Well, now he's Commissioner Gordon.
He's Commissioner Gordon now. But Spider-Man 2 really kind of showed you kind of a superhero story that I don't think anything else has really nailed since. Kind of showed him losing his powers and kind of becoming a regular person, and then he tries to save people as a regular person when he goes in the burning building. And that's something that I love about that superhero movie. He actually tries to save people. He's not like Superman now, where he just smashes people through brick walls and like chokes people to death and just smashes them into pieces. No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see my superhero not want to save people. Spider-Man wants to save people, and it actively shows him trying to save people and people cheering him like, "You go, Spider-Man, yay!" And I love that. I love to see that. I don't want to leave the theater depressed when I go see a superhero movie. And the Jesus metaphors in superhero movies are getting a little heavy. And this one is just straight out Spider-Man.
Right in a comic book. Almost.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man true to his character, and you really feel for him. But Tyler, why don't you take the next one?
I got Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Okay.
Loved it. It pretty much redefined what it meant to be a superhero film, because you can have a superhero film that's it's straight up comedy, but it's serious at the same time. Action, space battles. They can make a raccoon an awesome character, and a tree. I treated a raccoon stole the show too.
Yeah, they did. I especially really liked Drax. Drax is probably my favorite character in that movie because the way he just delivers lines and the way he just his whole performance. I heard Dave Bautista was so excited he got cast as this role. And he actually took acting classes for a long time to try to get his acting performance up because he was so scared.
Here's something else about Dave Bautista. Refused to read the script until he read the final one because he said he did not want any spoilers until they actually had the final cut for it.
Yeah, I think he did that for Infinity War too.
He does. He's doing it for all of his movies now.
And it's really cool. I mean, and that kind of gives you a unique perspective.
You show how dedicated he is to it.
It also kind of gives you as a character, like when you perform something as a character, you also kind of put yourself in the dark along with the character, so you can actually have the knowledge, which is actually a really nice thing. I don't know if I could do it because I'm too curious, but But Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is a very strong film. That's the one. That's the new Dark Knight in those films that everyone wants to copy it. Like Suicide Squad tried to be it, didn't work.
They call you Whiskers because you're curious like a cat.
Exactly. They call me Whiskers.
Because I'm curious like a cat. I got a question. If the movie made a spare ribs, would you eat it?
Yeah. For those that know that, comment on Facebook. We'd love to hear what you think about that. But I'm going to go ahead and take the next one. Another one of my favorites is Batman Begins. Batman is another one in the Christopher Nolan universe. This one, Batman was not in a good spot in this time in the cinematic universe. This is right after Batman and Robin came out. Batman and Robin came out
a good 10 years after.
No, it wasn't 10 years. It was more like about six.
6 years.
This is the first movie of Batman that came out after the disaster that was Batman and Robin. So Batman looked like he was no more. It looked like it killed the franchise. It didn't look like they were going to get anything else out. Christopher Nolan comes along and made this awesome movie called Memento, and also this very underrated movie called Insomnia. I think it was really, really good.
Wait, sorry, is that the one? Is that the one with no?
Robin Williams in it.
Yeah, Robin Williams. He's a serial. No, he's a detective serial killer.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah, what's the one when he's getting the photos changed? He's also a killer.
I think that's it.
Oh, he's getting the
I don't know. It's been a long time. But this is not about Insomnia. It's about Batman Begins.
Okay, because I'm about to say, man, because I didn't like Momentum, but I like that
Momentum? One. It's Memento.
Memento, that's it. I didn't like it.
I loved Memento, and he is one of the most original directors that are out right now. Him and his brother Jonathan Nolan really have a great kind of partnership as far as that goes. But Batman Begins really invigorated this franchise and really kind of started a whole revolution of films just like this. And Batman Begins is something that the other Batman movies in his universe don't really do. It kind of shows us, a little bit of, the detective side of Batman, just a little bit, and it also shows him more as a vigilante. Not something. It's more detective in the Dark Knight, and that's something I would like to see more explored about him. But it shows you more you get to see Batman in the movie. It's not
and
just
his
about
origin
the villain.
story, and it's not like, oh, he shot my daddy. Well, guess when we get the suit on,
Yeah. Well, you get to see Batman in this movie. This movie is about Batman.
Yeah.
Usually it's about the villains because the villains tend to overshadow Batman. This is a Batman film showing you how Bruce Wayne becomes the Caped Crusader.
And it had two really good villains in there, too.
Yeah, two really good villains. Ra's al Ghul. And the third act is a little shocking to me. It's like, if we get to the tower, all the water is going to blow. I'll never forget that. But, I mean, it's fun. And this movie really, this took me by storm. I saw this in the theater back when I was young. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I was like 13, 14. So
I must have been like, what, 8?
2, 3.
8? I was 8.
Oh, 3 or 4.
But why don't you take the next one?
The next one, X2, man. That was a good one.
Okay.
That was good. It was Bryan Singer back when he made really good X-Men movies.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was really good. And you had more Wolverine, kind of Wolverine backstory a little bit. And you had the origin of the claws. You had that amazing battle with him and Lady Deathstrike, even though that wasn't the real Lady Deathstrike. Still really good battle. Yeah. The fighting was good. The acting was phenomenal. The hints of the Dark Phoenix coming so good. And you actually see like the biggest villain is not another mutant, but
Yeah.
it's a human.
I love that too. They don't have to go fight a giant monster at the end. It's like the villain. There's no real like huge fist fight battle in this that they had to go to.
And it's all prejudice.
Yeah, it's all like it's so much subtext about prejudice and like in society like that, like you said. And you know, he doesn't really like. He's more of a psychological villain, and those are the kind of scariest villains. And yeah, Brian Cox does such a great job playing William Stryker. And I don't know if we've had a villain in the X-Men universe that's kind of topped him, besides, you know, the one in Logan, which, you know, that wasn't really about the villain, that was more about Logan. But, yeah, X2, great film.
So, and just to see how twisted he was, you know, what he did to his own son.
Yeah, and you get to see why he did it. You don't really, you don't sympathize with him, you empathize with him. Like, you understand why he's there, but you don't necessarily, you don't really like him. But,
Well, I mean, he was a jerk for his son was even like that.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he was.
He already had him for his son to come along.
Well, speaking about the X-Men universe, we talked about some great ones. Now it's time to talk about some bad ones.
Okay, now this one, I agree with most of this one, but it still had some really good redeeming factors in it.
I would love for you to tell me them. X-Men
Liev Schreiber, bam, right
so
there.
We got to talk about the movie first. You got to tell people what the movie is.
X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Okay, so X-Men Origins Wolverine. This helped sink the franchise of the X-Men to new lows, to the point where they almost never got another movie again. Tell me some redeeming, besides Liev Schreiber, tell me any redeeming qualities story-wise.
Okay, now I won't say story-wise.
Okay, then.
Okay, I'm back to, let's it this way. Well, okay, the story-wise, the beginning when it showed him through the battles through history.
I'll give you that.
That was good. And it shows him his real father at the beginning.
Real father, and he goes,
yeah, I mean, it was good story elements, and you actually get to see the hatred between Sabretooth and Wolverine, where that kind of boiled out from.
Wouldn't that have been a much more interesting film as them fighting in a war together?
Yeah.
Instead of him, whatever this was.
Or it's progresses them through the years. It's one of those how they say it's like period films where it's just like Civil War, bam, World War I, World War II.
Yeah.
And then it kind of boils down to like Vietnam. And
that's like where they break apart.
Yeah.
And it's like, my name's William Stryker, I've come to help you. Credits. Yeah, that would have been a much better film. This film is a mess. The visual effects are probably some of the worst I've ever seen.
Well, what I heard they wanted to sell toys.
Really?
They wanted to sell toys.
They made a superhero movie to sell toys?
Yes, they did.
Oh my goodness, didn't know that.
And I just think about what little kid is going to watch this violent movie, go home and be like, I want the Deadpool toys, Mommy. Can you imagine that? My kid walks at me and said, I want you to buy me some Deadpool toys.
Mommy, can I get the 3 Mile Island playset?
Oh.
I want it to explode. Gosh. It's like a kid brings fake lava that actually burns. So she's like, ow!
Do you know this movie was going to be a whole lot worse than it actually is?
How could this have been worse?
Oh, they actually called in to help patch this film up and fix it, just to make it watchable through.
No.
Richard Donner.
For real?
His wife is the producer for it, and she's like, we're going to get nowhere with this. So he walks in, he's not even credited. He walks in there, and they said he like rewrites some of the script, rewrites some of the film. The whole scene was about Wolverine meeting the old couple, and they're actually helping him get in the clothes and everything. He actually read the whole thing in there.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, the whole Superman scene.
That's a little bit of humanity in there.
Yeah, it got to show like the human side of what Wolverine actually is.
And then it's that terrible shot of Agent Zero like there and he snipes him. It's like,
and then cause I think his whole written scene stopped right where they're like they really nice to him.
Yeah, but let's keep this. Yeah,
so it was the redeeming factor. I would say Liev Schreiber, his portrayal of Sabretooth was amazing.
Yeah. I liked him, and then Deadpool was bad, but we're running out of time, so we got to keep moving.
Allow Ryan Reynolds to do the new Deadpool movie.
Yeah, it did, but we got to keep moving.
Okay, let's talk about Superman 4. I don't want to talk about Superman 4.
Let's talk about it briefly. Superman 4 is a terrible film. It was extremely cheap. They ran out of budget for it. Yeah, and I believe
John Cryer was
John Cryer's in it. He plays the same character he played in Pretty in Pink, and and I believe Dolph Lundgren's in this.
I think so.
Yeah, and he plays like a nuclear man. A strand of Superman's hair goes in the sun, and he becomes nuclear man, and they have a fight on the moon.
No, I thought that was the atomic bomb.
I don't know, man. Who cares about this movie?
I'm really.
It's bad. It's terrible. If you wanna have fun with your friends.
What was it? The Quest for Peace.
Yeah, it's Quest for Peace.
Oh, it was bad.
If you want to have fun with your friends at night and probably watch something terrible and laugh at it, it's a good one. But also another terrible one to watch with your friends is Batman and Robin.
I won't suggest watching that one either. It will damage. Cause damage.
Man, it's fun to watch with your friends if you're just trying to laugh at something
And you're
terrible.
6 years old.
But it's fun. It's funny bad. As far as like it's so bad that like
the puns were just
the puns, the bat nipples. I mean, like them skating and stuff. Like all the villains skating, and like, it's funny in the sense of like how does someone make this and think it was good? The Iceman cometh.
And it's like, where are you at, Tim Burton? He's like, well,
I'm like, come on, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm directing it. I know. He goes, I'm producing it. I'm just sitting back here drawing in the money.
Yeah, and George Clooney, nobody in the movie liked it, and it nearly sank the franchise. It did sink the franchise.
George Clooney tranked it too. Did you know that? He was the original tranker.
Oh yeah, he's the original tranker.
He tranked it.
For those that don't know, Josh tranking's when you trash a movie before it comes out or after it comes out.
He was on a talk show. He told me
when you're in it.
He said it's garbage. Don't anybody come see it. He told everybody that it's terrible.
Oh, he hates this movie.
Before the reviews even come out, they even started reviewing because it's terrible.
Yeah, he knows it. But another terrible one is Catwoman with Halle Berry. Halle Berry, she won a Razzie for this performance. She actually accepted the Razzie, I think.
She came and got it.
She came and got it. This is a terrible movie directed by some French dude that thought this was amazing. I think that could go for a lot of movies. But this movie is a big old stinker. It should have never been made, and she looked like a dominatrix or something. And it's bad. Don't see it. And then the last one that we're going to talk about is Steel.
Old Forgotten Goldie.
Old Forgotten Goldie. Well, Old Forgotten Steely.
If you're like me and you grew up in the 90s, you probably remember Steel coming out. You're like, oh, shoot, Shaq is going to be in the movie. And you're like, I hope it's going to be better than he did Shazam. So it comes out, and you're like, you see a guy with a giant hammer in a steel suit with horrible acting. Walking around, I think he was fighting military people, and a lady was in a wheelchair.
I don't remember. And there's a lot of R&B songs that don't match in there.
His steel arbor looked awfully a lot like styrofoam.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Steel. I'm the man of Steel. And he gets shot in the crotch, and he goes.
Yeah,
I love that shot. But,
so bad.
That's all the time we have for that segment. We wish we could talk longer, but we only got an hour for the show. So if you have any guys, if you have any questions or any comments you guys have to say about the show, please leave a comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We'd love to hear your thoughts. So when we come back, we're going to take a real quick break, but when we come back, we're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. No spoilers. We'll be right back.
You know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Hey, sports fans, we'll remind you guys to tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. with Sports with Lou on WNIA Big Bang Radio. Sports with Lou. We'll be breaking down all professional sport events and all your local high school sport events going around the tri-area. Don't forget, tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. And if we go into overtime, everybody's a winner with Sports with Lou. 3:30 p.m. WNIA Big Bang Radio. Ready, set, hey!
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I am just Tyler.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it might be like Twiz. But,
yeah, it was creepy, man. It was like, you know the Carlton around here. That was the Carlton.
The Carlton?
That was the Carlton.
Oh yeah, that was definitely, that was worse than Carlton. Well, yeah. But guys, thank you guys so much for coming back and watching. Right now it's time for our weekly movie review. And this week we're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
Ooh, Ooh, it was a good one.
It's a very good one. So without any further ado, Tyler, what did you think about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good follow-up to an already very good film, and I'm almost at a loss for words of how good it was.
Yeah.
Without spoiling it, Michael Rooker was very good, and he actually brought emotional depth to it that you really didn't see from the first one. Mm-hmm. And I loved, oh my lord, and it just the whole quest about him, his father and
yeah. I really enjoyed this film.
Action was spectacular.
Yeah. This film to me, I liked it better than the first one. I said that after we left, we saw this in the IMAX theater.
Yeah.
And it's totally worth it to go see it like that.
There's a poster right there. It was
poster,
good.
Yeah. And the design is great. The story of this film is very good. As far as like the writing is what I'm trying to get at. The writing from James Gunn and the direction. I believe he's the only writer-director that Marvel has at this current moment. It shows. This man loves these characters to death. Mm-hmm. And everyone, all the characters are so strong in this movie. And you can just tell that this man had his hand in it. He loves these characters. He understands them. He knows them. He's lived with them for a long time. Mm-hmm. So he kind of really gives them a different kind of depth in this movie than they didn't get in the first one. So without giving too much away, the whole kind of story of the film kind of revolves around Ego the Living Planet, which is played by Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell also has a great performance. Let's talk a little bit about him. Kurt Russell, he's probably one of the strongest villains that Marvel has right now as far as Ego the Living Planet.
I mean, it was his ego. Yeah, he lived up to his namesake.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I love the production design. The whole thing, the whole storyline with him.
I mean, it was such a unique villain too.
He's such a unique villain. His relationship with Star-Lord.
He's a freaking planet.
Yeah, he's a planet. But the fact that his relationship with Peter Quill is really interesting, and it kind of gives Star-Lord a new whole plot line that really kind of shines with it. And also the stuff with Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker was probably one of my favorite parts of this movie.
Yes, he was good.
Right next to my other favorite part of this movie. But let's talk a little bit about Michael Rooker. Michael Rooker is a very good actor. He's been in all James Gunn's films from my knowledge. Mm-hmm. And the character of Yondu gets a kind of a whole new depth to him. And this one, you get to see so much more about him. You get to see more about his character. You get to see kind of more about how he feels about certain things.
A lot of character development.
You get to see him in some cool situations. And there's a great scene with him that you see briefly in the trailer that I won't give too much away, but it's really awesome.
A lot of good character development on him too.
A lot of great character development. And the next part of this movie that I really want to talk about. There we go. Yeah, there's Michael Rooker.
Oh yeah.
There's Merle from The Walking Dead. But so my next favorite part of the movie, which is probably my favorite part of the movie overall, is Baby Groot.
Yes.
Baby Groot is so it's just so good. Mm-hmm. Groot is great in the first one. He's fully grown. He's an adult. But now, spoiler alert for Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I don't know why you've seen the second one if you never saw the first one. But Groot gets blown up, and he's reborn as a baby. And now they nail Baby Groot as far as like being a little kid. He does things that little kids do. There's a little waving thing that you see in the trailer, like he just waves at people. Yeah. You see him just like eating snacks when people are doing stuff and doesn't really care. Mm-hmm. And just the way he acts, the way he communicates with people, the way his relationship with Rocket is just so strong. I really, really loved him in this one.
And especially he was so nice. I mean, it was like he had his own story there. It was like everybody was fighting the villain. He was just walking around having fun,
Yeah, he was just like fighting the little, the rodents and everything.
Yeah, he would just like pick a fight with it. It was so cute. And his dance number.
Yeah, he just eating snacks when they're going in their space battles and stuff. And it was fun. And he was a little kid.
It's like he's having his own adventure, They were doing something else, but he was just having he's
having
a great time.
He's having a great time in his own little world. Yeah. And also Nebula, played by Karen Gilliam, that's her name?
Karen Gillian.
Whatever. But everyone's really strong in this movie, and the gold people in this movie, the gold characters in this movie, I love those, and this little kind of production kind of story thing that they put into them. as far as a production design thing that I absolutely loved. If you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But, I thought it was really cool, and they're basically like a perfect society, and you see like little cracks in their society that's like, they're perfect besides this, and like it's great. And Nebula too. Nebula gets a whole new layer to her, and Drax is another one of my favorite ones. I don't know why I said Nebula when Gamora was on screen.
And you get to see like a more emotional side to Drax too.
Drax, I thought he was going to steal the show because he's kind of he's a character that's very, he's very direct. He doesn't take sarcasm very well or at all.
But you kind of see him trying to work on his people skills.
He works on his people skills unsuccessfully very much.
It's like you tell he's really trying to like be like, talk like everyone else. Like everyone else.
And the big thing with this movie, it reminded me a lot about Empire Strikes Back. Because I hear a lot of reviews now, it's like, oh, it was all right. It's not as good as the first one. I feel like it's just not as great. I feel like after a while, we're gonna look back at this movie and think of like how great the writing is and how great everything is. It's going to be held as like the Empire Strikes Back of this kind of thing. And there was even nods to Empire in this. And if you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But there are certain scenes in there I'm like, that's straight out of Empire Strikes Back. And I thought this movie was great.
It's like a redefining of like Luke and Vader kind of relationship.
And you see scenes like that, and there's certain scenes that Han and Leia went through in the Empire that echoes in this one. But overall,
it's like that, but they satired it. So
they satired it, and they winked at themselves.
It's like a serious satire. It's like the strangest thing I'd ever seen.
And
serious satire.
One of the greatest things about this, it doesn't have to relate back to the MCU that much. There wasn't that many references to the MCU.
I don't think there was any.
I think there might have been a few that we missed. There's probably like some deep cuts for hardcore fans. And I'm pretty sure. Obviously there's probably some stuff.
Well, they had Stan Lee in it, and they had the Watcher, so I really enjoyed that.
Well,
Stan Lee had a good cameo.
Stan Lee had a very nice cameo in this. But overall, this movie is a really great character piece for the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a great, fun blockbuster. This is what summer blockbusters should be, with good writing, good direction, great characters.
And the Easter eggs, where there was more Easter eggs in that than a rich person's Easter egg party.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm about to say, this is a long story. I went to a Body and Knowles Easter egg hunt when I was a kid, and they had like millions of them just laying everywhere.
I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10.
What? Why you got it that
I know,
way?
8.5 out of 10.
I'm going to 8.9 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10 is what I meant to say. This movie was great.
So many Easter eggs, though.
Yeah, this movie was great. There's very little I didn't like about it. I mean, if anything.
Foreshadowing, too. Foreshadowing.
Great direction, great writing. Please go see this movie. Support this movie. We need more movies like this. So we're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the first Guardians of the Galaxy. Stay with us.
Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online. Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Hey, sports fans, we'll remind you guys to tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. with Sports with Lou on WNIA Big Bang Radio. Sports with Lou. We'll be breaking down all professional sport events and all your local high school sport events going around the Tri-Area. Don't forget, tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. And if we go into overtime, everybody's a winner with Sports with Lou. 3:30 p.m. WNIA Big Bang Radio. Ready, set, hey!
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it will be lit.
Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I'm still the same person I was 6 minutes ago.
I don't know who you are. But guys, thank you so much for sticking with us so far. We just talked about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So now it's time for our weekly throwback facts with Tyler. Tyler, what are we talking about?
Well, okay, facts about Guardians of the Galaxy. Did you know the T wasn't based on the original Guardians of the Galaxy? It was actually based on the rebooted version of the Guardians of the Galaxy. It was the new team started by Star-Lord. The original Guardians of the Galaxy, the only original member was Yondu from the comic book.
Oh, yeah?
Yondu was a founding member of it.
Okay.
And you actually see some of the characters from the original team in the sequel.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And a motion capture for Rocket Raccoon was actually Tim. It was James Gunn's brother.
What's his name?
Is it Tim Gunn?
I don't. Sean Gunn?
Sean Gunn. Yeah, Sean Gunn. Tim Gunn. Well, who's Tim Gunn then?
Tim Gunn is the fashion designer.
Tim Gunn. Yeah, it might be. That's
Make
what I'm
it
thinking
work.
about. Yeah, Sean Gunn. He did the motion cap, and they actually had a real raccoon on set. To actually film, they actually motion captured a real raccoon.
Oh wow!
See the way it would move around.
He's not a raccoon.
No, they did both.
I'm not a raccoon.
Yeah, it was good. That part was funny. It's what you are, Ranger Rick.
It took you a minute.
No, I got it.
Okay. You're a professional Googler, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're so good at with these facts. Whenever you come in, it's like, I'm going to get these facts. And you literally just pull up a Google page.
Yeah, pull up a Google page. Oh, and Rocket Raccoon, another thing about the raccoon part of it, the raccoon, they said they had the real raccoon said it had leashed and collared, and everybody was scared to touch it except for James Gunn.
Seemed like he was holding in that
Yeah,
picture.
he was like holding, wrapped around his arm, and everybody else was scared they was going to bite him. And Groot was the only character that was actually created by Stan Lee.
Really?
And Groot was actually original, an alien. He came to Earth to study species. He was a villain. Yeah, but they didn't understand animal-based life form. The life form was based off of plants.
Oh, he's lovable as heck in these new movies.
Oh yeah, he was a monster. I think the Fantastic Four beat him up, or Tank did. And
Kim, come on, keep scrolling, buddy.
I'm still looking for him. If I had something to write them down on,
or you could this is real hard. You could do them before the show.
And then I forget about them. Totally forgot. I've already forgot about all of these. Another interesting fact about Chris Pratt was not their first choice for playing Star-Lord.
Who was?
At first they're talking about
Keira Knightley.
No, what Keira Knightley? That's you're thinking about Cable.
Yeah.
It was actually, they said they looked into, they said Tom Cruise. They were naming all these, and they got him up. They did the performance, and it was such a comedy and action kind of they saw him, Parks and Rec, and he was like Zero Dark 30, and he when he got the role, they said he actually worked out, lost 60 pounds, and put on muscle just to do the role.
He got into shape for this in Jurassic World.
And it was
some funny videos of him trying to eat the snacks that they give him. As far as that he's not allowed to make his own food, he has to eat the food the studio gives him. And so it's funny trying to watch him trying to eat those snacks because sometimes they're not that great.
See, and everybody in that film was not chosen to be the first time. Everybody turned the film because everybody thought this movie was going to bomb. It was going to be terrible. James Gunn's only other movie was Slither, which is another incredible film.
He has one more film, I think. He has Super.
Oh yes, well, Super was all right.
Yeah.
But Slither was amazing. It's got a lot of Michael Rooker and a lot of his other. Mm-hmm. You can see a lot of they're actually Slither aliens are actually in Guardians of the Galaxy. If you go to the collector's room, you see the slugs all inside of the tank, and actually a big cameo from Cosmo, the Cosmonaut dogs. That was pretty nice too, and.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck in it. You know who does the voice for Howard the Duck?
Seth Green.
Yeah, you knew that. All right, it was Seth Green. So and if everybody doesn't know, there was a horrible movie in the '80s with Howard the Duck.
It's '90s.
Oh, was it 1990?
I thought you were the person supposed to be giving the facts on this.
I'm pretty sure it was '80s, man.
It's '91.
I thought it was 88.
Or 1990.
I thought it was 88.
I think it was 91. I could be wrong. If you know, leave a comment on Facebook.
I'm pretty sure it was 88, and that was George Lucas' film, and it was bad.
Oh, well, he produced it. He didn't direct it.
Oh.
But guys, that's all the time we have for the show this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any opinions or anything you want us to talk about, please leave a comment at facebook.com. Oh, facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would love to hear what you guys have to say about this. Next week, we're going to see a movie that I already forgot about, King Arthur. The Legend of the Sword or something.
1986.
1986? Oh, I thought it was later than that.
It was an 80s film, and it was terrible.
So I'll give it to you right now. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I am Tyler, and
Stay
I'll
lovely.
see you next week. Stay classy, San Diego.